Okay, can you see me and hear me clearly? Am I visible, audible? Hello? Hello? Am I visible,
Hi.
audible?
Yeah.
Oh, great. Awesome. So we'll start our session for today. Keep your back, neck straight, sit comfortably. And when you feel ready, very gently you can close the eyes. Sit with a straight back neck. Very gently close the eyes. Just start observing your breath. Just connect with the pure breath. Make no changes to how you are breathing. Simply stay with the breath as it is. To your body, align your posture. Back neck should be comfortably closed. The face, neck and shoulders relaxed. Chin be parallel to the ground. And your weight should be equally balanced on both the hips. Consciously begin to deepen the breathing. Deep breaths in.
Pardon me. I apologize. Give me just one moment. I apologize.
No worries.
I apologize. I'm sorry.
No worries. Let's open the session. So sit comfortably and gently close your eyes. We're going to take deep breaths in, deep breaths out. Slow, long and deep inhalations. Slow, long and deep exhalations. We will chant Om 3 times, followed by 3 Shantis. Take a deep breath in for Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Feel the vibrations. Join both the palms together and begin to rub your palms. Keep the palms on the eyes. Very slowly while blinking and looking at the palms. Open up the eyes. Om Shanti. Let us begin our session for today. So in previous class, we were talking about Om Mani Padme Hum. And yesterday we did some chanting also of this mantra. So today let's deeply understand what this mantra is trying to say so that we can set a better intention and we can have an understanding when we are chanting this, what is happening. So once again, I will share my screen. I will explain the word, like word by word meaning of Om Mani Padme Hum. Okay. So over here, first term, as you can see, it is Om, right? So this term, this is Om. I told you yesterday, this is going to be one sound for us, right? So Om is having a different meaning over here. So in previous sessions, we have talked about this word Om, and we have explored it deeply. But over here, the meaning of Om is very different. Om over here, it's acting as a mirror, you can say. Mirror or purifier also, you can say. So sorry. I'll just erase this. So mirror. Or purifier. Okay. Mirror or purifier. So when we chant Om, so when I have talked in previous sessions about sounds and their impact, I said this thing that when you keep chanting a mantra again and again, you see that the way in which you are chanting it, it changes when you deepen your practice. This happens because currently our speech is not pure. Okay, so there are a lot of impurities in my speech. So when I do the chanting of Om, first thing when I do the chanting, it acts as a mirror and shows me how impure my speech is. Okay, and then because of the sound of this mantra, Om, it's purifying my sound. So if I do Om for a long period of time, if you observe the first day, you will do chanting in a very different way, and last day or after 2 months, you will do the chanting in a very different way. Why? Because Om is acting as a purifier as well. When I say some word, it is having either creating a purification of speech or it's creating an impurity, right? So when we do the chanting of Om, we are purifying our speech. When we say so many things in our day, right? So they are sometimes they are words which are adding to the impurity. So the impurity is not solely restricted to the speech, but first change that I start seeing very observable changes on the speech, right? But Om when I talk about Om acting as a purifier, it is actually working on all the three levels. It is purifying the mind, the body, and the speech. Okay, so all the three levels purification is taking place. When I chant Om, you will see when you chant Om, so you are most of the times when you start producing this sound, you will see that the mind is getting very clear. It's not thinking of all the garbage things also, or all the negative thoughts that we are having. We somehow get disconnected from that thing, right? Momentary disconnection happens. So mental purification is also taking place. When I say something, it is giving me a kind of feeling, right? So when somebody abuses you, you get a very bad feeling, and when you get that bad feeling, then you maybe abuse them back, or you have a very negative thought about them, or you take action physically, right, where you just go and you hit them, right? So the word has, any kind of word has a very powerful impact on us in everyday life, right? So when I am chanting Om, it is purifying my body also. How? It is generating that vibration which is very peaceful, very calm. So from my body also, I will not go ahead and do some action which is harming me, right? Even if that action is harming someone else, suppose somebody abuses me and I go and slap them, so this slapping them will also harm me somewhere, no, in my hand also I will feel the pain, right? So this harm that we are doing to our body, our speech and mind, right? So Om, when we chant Om, it's acting as a purifier. Om is a bass sound, right? Bass sound meaning excuse my handwriting, I'm unable to write properly. But bass, this is S, bass sound. So this is having a very this sound specifically is like the sound which is
Like,
say, can you hear me?
yes.
Okay. Yeah. So bass sound meaning that it is like uh, particular meaning, but when I say so many things, they are having a basic sound behind them, and that sound is actually Om, right? So in interpretations, different interpretations, you will find different meanings of Om Mani Padme Hum, but overall understanding should be there that it is overall acting as a mirror and a purifier on all the three levels. Okay, not just one level because I'm saying it. It is working on my mind, and it is also working on the body. It is making me feel a certain way, right? Then the second term is money, right? So this is not money, it is money. So this ni sound, this is very different. Okay, this is not money or normal, right? Sound. You have to bring that kind of accent when you chant Om Mani Padme. Okay, so this ni sound is there. Okay, so money, it is acting as a money. This term literally means jewel. Okay, this term means jewel. Right, so jewel, if you ever see jewelry, or it is having a lot of value, right? So it is a very valuable, you can say, item. We pay a lot to even acquire small quantities of this item, right? So this jewel over here, money, this term, it is representing the procedure.
Okay.
This is E, procedure, right? So this term literally means jewel, and metaphorically it is representing the procedure. So the jewel is very, very valuable, because not because it was existing at a very, already existing at a very valuable level, right? So the jewel gained its worth and value because of the process it went through, right? If you look at the diamond, right? So diamond, it is taking years and years to get formed, and it's undergoing immense amount of pressure, right? If you look at gold also, there is a lot of purification that takes place in the processing of gold, and once all the impurities are removed, the remaining portion is sold at such a high value, right? So this term money is metaphorically trying to make you understand the process that you have to go through. So yoga is a process, right? You are attending yoga classes, so this is a process, this is a procedure which is going to purify you. First thing, it is going to purify you, and second thing, the if you walk on the path, you will get purified, right? There is this guarantee attached, right? So we cannot take guarantee for everything, but the path is so beautiful that if you are going to walk on it, you will experience some level of purification. So suppose right now you have started this yoga course, you are taking this yoga course. So in these few days when you are constantly attending classes, you are constantly doing pranayam, asan, all of these things you are doing, so you will feel that you will feel better. And once the classes end, you are not able to attend the classes, right? You will feel that you know you are still practicing, but it is slightly less, or sometimes we end up just leaving the practice. So we remember that time, we remember when our classes were going on, or we remember when the practice was at that level, right? Why? Because we were undergoing some process which was purifying us. And because you get so purified in this process, you feel very peaceful and calm inside, right? So this procedure, if you read the stories of yogis, no yogi was ever born a yogi, right? They were born, they did the work, they went through the procedure themselves, they went through the process themselves, and as a consequence of their practice, they became free, right? Free from all the suffering. So what is that final liberation, right? It is freedom from not one or two suffering. So right now maybe you are having some body illness, some mind illness, or you are having a lot of chaos in your life, so you are doing yoga course, or maybe you are doing it for your profession, right? So that is like ending one type of suffering. Maybe I'll get more financial security, maybe my mind, it's going in so many directions, it is directions, it's getting channeled, right, when I attend the classes. So This is like I'm dealing with one or two sufferings. But yoga is a process which will get you out of all the sufferings. Overall, not even one suffering will remain if you walk on this path. So no yogi, if you think that somebody else, they will come, they will do this process for you. Nobody is going to, come and walk this path for you. You have to walk the path. It is your responsibility. You want to be free from all the sufferings. It is your responsibility to walk on this path, right? And sometimes it will so happen, lot of circumstances, they will try to take you away from this path, right? But you have to remember to come back on this path. Yogis also, they were not born free. They worked and they reached the final point, right? The final liberation. They walked on the path and they reached. If somebody would be very virtuous, they will show you the path. Like if I'm going from here till some shop, so somebody can give me guidance, no, that when you reach the end of the road, take a left turn, and then from there take a right turn, and then you will see these things, and then you will know that the shop, you are around the shop, and then you just have to walk a little bit ahead and there is the shop, right? So
Mhm.
if somebody will be very very kind, they will show you the path of you. They will tell you, you have to practice asan, you have to practice pranayam, you have to do meditation, right? But nobody can actually get up and do it for you, right? They can tell you, they like somebody might have told you, take this course, maybe you will gain something out of it, so they told you. But actually you are sitting here in the class trying to learn, trying to understand, right? So Joel, this money, it's talking about not thinking all the time that somebody else will come and do this thing for you. It is your responsibility to keep your practice, right? And if you practice, you will reach the final goal. The hardest step is the first step, and you have taken the first step because you are here in the class, you are attending this class right now. You have already taken the most difficult step. It is the first step, right? And how is the process going to be? The quality is also highlighted. It's not going to be that easy, right? When the diamond, it is going undergoing so much pressure, right, so that it can gain its value, right? So in that same way, if you are expecting, yoga is going to be very easy, or it's not going to, some days you will not have the motivation even to get up, go to your mat, do your practices. So the process is going to be, rigorous. It's going to have so much to do that, because it's cleansing, right? Whenever we want to clean something, it takes more effort, because right now the training of your mind is done in a certain way, right? When you come in yoga, you are trying to break free of this conditioning. So it's going to be, rigorous. It's a rigorous process. But if you walk on it, you will reach your final goal. And the thing is that most of the times, students have this question that after the course, what practice we should maintain or how we should maintain, right? You have to understand that you have made the decision, right, to walk on the path of yoga. Nobody else has, right? So if you feel that, okay, someday somebody is inviting you to late night party, and you have to go attend some social events, right? It's not their responsibility. They will not come the other day and wake you up and, ask you to show up on your mat. It is your responsibility because you have taken the decision. Nobody else has taken the decision. So when you go back from this course also, you will see so many things in your life. They will try to pull you out of your practice, but you have to understand it is your responsibility to keep your practice, because you have chosen the path, no one else has. So no one else, if somebody will be very supportive, they will, maybe wake you up or maybe ask you to go on the mat, right? If they are very supportive, if you are lucky enough to have those people. But most of the times, most people will not understand this, and you will be very furious, why are, they not understanding, right? They have not
Mhm.
chosen this path, you have. Okay, so a lot of opportunities will come where, you will, or maybe when days will come, you would not want to wake up only in the morning for your practice, right? But you have to have made stick to it. All the circumstances they will want to take you away, because nobody wants to be, controlled. And yoga is a process which is going to, give direction to your mind, a very different direction. Your mind is not used to that direction. So what mind will do, it will try to rebel, it will look for all the excuses that it can. But you have to stick to the practice, because the procedure is such that it will lead to ultimate purification. All these impurities, anger, hatred, jealousy, all of these impurities, you will get free from them. Right? It is such a big burden on us when we get angry, because we are suffering first. Our heart rate is going up, our body is getting warm, sometimes body is shaking, shout so much on someone. So it is having this kind of impurity of mind, it's having a toll on you. Rather than listen first, it will come and hurt you. Right? So yogi understands this, walk on, right? So money is representing your process. You have to walk on the path. Each and every step is taken by you. And how, if you take each and every step, if you continue your practice, you will reach certain checkpoints. Once you cross them, you will understand where that final shop is, where you want to reach. And that is the ultimate goal, the goal of liberation, right? Being free from all your sufferings. So this is the meaning of the term money, right? So let's talk about Padme. Any questions, any doubts so far?
No, just listening.
All right. So Padme means, actually literal meaning of Padme is lotus. Right. And over here it is representing the wisdom. Right. Knowledge and wisdom are two very different things. So if you wanted just the knowledge of yoga, you would have, just got a hold of the manual, maybe some other reading items, or you would have watched some video on YouTube and you would have learned, how you have to do a particular asana. But you joined these classes, you wanted to come attend the live sessions even, right? So, you know, uh, even if it's totally opposite to your time zone, you are sitting here, right? Why? Because teachers have some experience, they are going to share that with you, they're going to just the book things they will get live when the explanation is given to you, right? So knowledge would have been, you are reading so many books but there is no implementation, right? But wisdom only comes when you implement the knowledge, right? So this interpretation you would have read anywhere, but you are sitting here in the class and I'm explaining it to you, so a different level of understanding will come, right? So wisdom is when whatever you are understanding in these classes, you are able to actually implement that thing in your life, right? No amount of books will uh, you will have a lot of knowledge and you will lose yourself in debate. So what is going on right now, there's so many people who have studied till PhD level, till higher, even higher levels than that, right? They have perfected their subjects, right? But if you actually talk to them, if you actually deal with them, you will feel how stupid they are, right? There is a lack of common sense, right? So knowledge alone is not going to do you any benefit, right? It will help you, it will initially push you to do certain things, but the actual change will only come when you do the practice. Because once you start doing the practice, you develop some wisdom. I will take a very simple example. You have asana classes. So suppose you are practicing with the teacher, you are doing asana every day. So suppose you are not able to do some asana, right? So slowly, now you have read the entire procedure. This is the technique of going in that asana, how you have to come back. This is the benefits, contraindication, everything you have studied, right? But when you actually come to the class, you are unable to do that posture. So slowly you understand how you have to navigate through your body, right? You find like you use blocks, you use straps, you understand how slowly each and every muscle it is opening up. And when the muscle is opening up, then you actually go into the posture, right? So from your current flexibility till your, you know, finally achieving the posture, this entire journey is about the wisdom you develop on how the mechanics of the body are working, right? So then you become that teacher, right, who is able to guide. So just give me a moment, just 1 second.
Of
All right. Okay, yeah. So this lotus or wisdom, as you walk on the path, as you walk on the path, you will develop some wisdom. As you go deeply into yogic practices, you will acquire your own experience. And then people will come to you for your experience, right? They will know that this is a very good teacher because they understand how the body is functioning, how you have to adjust the body so that you can gain the flexibility in the correct way. So many people, they are pushing, causing injuries to other people, right? But you, when you do these classes, knowledge you have, then you practice, you develop the wisdom, right? Then through this wisdom, because of your teacher's experiences, you are sitting over here in these classes, you want to not only understand the, you know, technique, you want to see how you progress through it, and through your teacher's experience, how your teacher is telling you to shift the focus, the weight, you are actually able to find more relief in whatever current position you are, and then you complete the asana slowly with the agreement of your body, never pushing your body, right? So this wisdom will only come when you do the implementation, when you do the practice of yoga, right? And when you begin to attain this thing, you you are in high demand, right? You will become high demand teacher, right? So when he said om mani padme, right? So mani and padme, so the process and the wisdom, they are interlinked, right? If you walk on the path, if I ask you, if I give you the way to a certain shop, you are bound to cross some, you know, locations, right? So you understand, then you, when next time somebody will ask you where the shop is, you will tell them that okay, you will cross this, then you will cross this, and then you will reach the shop, right? Why? Because you have walked on the path yourself, you know the various checkpoints now, right? So when you undergo yogic practices, the walking on the path itself, it is so beautiful that the process and the wisdom, they will come together, they are not separate from each other, right? So when you walk on this path of purification, right, you are going to have both the things together. So I have to close the class in 5 minutes. So tomorrow we will do the chanting one, I want to explain the meaning more deeply. So Padme is also representing the lotus. Okay. So I will talk about this in more detail tomorrow. Right now we have some meetings, so I'll have to go. But sorry, any doubts so far? Tomorrow I will explain 1 or 2 terms more deeply. But Padme and Hum, right? Tomorrow we will explain it. We are going to also do the chanting tomorrow one more time. Any questions, any doubts right now?
No,
No?
everything took notes.
Okay, all right. So we are just going to close the session, right? So just sit comfortably. We'll chant Om one time, followed by 3 Shantis. Close the eyes, sit comfortably, and take a deep breath in for Om.
Mm.
Shanti, Shanti. Shanti. Join the palms and rub the palms together. Place the palms on the eyes. Very slowly while blinking and looking at the palms. Open up the eyes. Om Shanti. We are going to continue our session tomorrow. So take care and keep practicing. And bye-bye.
Bye. Enjoy your day. Thank you.
Bye-bye.